Okay, so we will record this meeting. Yeah, by attending this meeting, you agree to the privacy policy of Toastmaster International, as well as the unassociated remote hosting service. Some of your personal information, such as name, image, and any shared message, may be shared with other meeting participants and will be recorded, and said recording may be used in the future as the club sees fit. Your remote attendance hereby discharge Toastmaster International and University Malaya Toastmaster Club from all claims, demands, right, permits, damage, and liability arising out of or in connection with the use or distribution of said video recordings and or photo image, including but not limited to any claims for invasion of privacy, appropriation of likeness, or defamation. So now I will pass it over to our Toastmaster of the evening.
Okay, thank you, Shin Yin. Now, first, hi guys, my name is Nina. I will be your Toastmaster of the evening for today's meeting. Okay, now, before we get started, shall we have our dearest, beautiful Miss President, Harshini, to give her opening address to start off today's meeting?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the evening. What a stellar introduction I got today. Thank you so much. So, tonight's meeting, our 411th meeting, themed Starry Night, Silvery Moonlight, with our word of the day being stellar, which is defined as very good or excellent. For example, I would say the Toastmaster of the evening gave a stellar introduction to me in this meeting room. So, first, I would like to thank our external role players, Toastmaster Bernard from BASF Care Toastmasters Club, who's our GE, and Toastmaster Wei Xiang from Taylor's Toastmaster Club, who will be our speech evaluator. A special thanks to both of you. Also, with us today, we have a lot of guests in our meeting as well, with our Toastmasters members, immediate past president Toastmaster Zhe Jun as well. She's also our area director. And without further ado, I will pass the stage back to Toastmaster of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, our President Harshini. What a stellar introduction to start off today's meeting. Now, it will be my turn. Hi guys, once again, I am Nina Patricia, Persuasive Influence Level 1. I will be your Toastmaster of the evening. Now, moving on, we would start off with the history of Toastmasters in general, Toastmasters International. Toastmasters International was first founded by none other than Dr. Ralph C. Smedley. Now, with our usual fun thing to do is ask, what does C stands for? Anyone knows? Any new members would like to try what C stands for?
Chestnut!
Who said that?
Chestnut!
Oh, never mind. Any new member want to try guess what C stands for? We want to would Penny, do you want to try guess what C stands for?
The name, the C in the name,
Yeah, C in the name.
I guess Chinese.
No, unfortunately, it's not Chinese. The C in Ralph C. Smedley stands for chestnut. The more you know. So basically, Ralph Smedley, he is the founder of Toastmasters, which was then founded in October 22nd, 1924, at the basement of YMCA in Santa Ana, California. So why did they have this Toastmaster club? It's because he wants people to learn how to speak, to conduct meetings well, and to plan, to work with everyone around them. Now, moving on, the next part of Toastmasters International. Okay, so in Toastmasters International, it is now a worldwide network club from a small place, YMCA in the USA, now has over 1,400 clubs in 150 countries with more over than 270,000 members. So it has expanded quite big, such a stellar thing for Mr. Ralph to do. Next, how about our Toastmasters Club? How about Toastmasters Club? Well, our history, it started off named as Toastmasters International Club or known as TICUM, which was chartered back in 18 April 2007 at the Dewan Persidangan Faculty of Language and Linguistics in the year of 2007. Then a year later, TICUM changed its name to what we now know as Toastmasters Club. All right. Okay, so what do we have for Toastmasters Club? Our pathways, we have the dynamic leadership, our engaging humor, motivational strategies, persuasive influence, presentation mastery, and visionary communication. This is what our club has to offer for the pathways. Now, moving on, I will now introduce each role player for today's meeting. First, we have our English teacher, the grammarian, Zhe Xi. Zhe Xi, I would now put you to the stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening, Miss Nina. I'm Zhe Xi, the grammarian of this evening. For today's meeting, as the grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listen carefully to their language usage, and I'll take note of any improper use of language, as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, and thoughts. As a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day, which is mentioned just now, stellar. STELLAR, stellar. The definition of stellar is very good or excellent. An example of using the word stellar is the actress gave a stellar performance in that play. Everyone is encouraged to use the word of the day stellar. I will give the grammarian's report when called upon during the meeting and report the usage of the word of the day. Thank you, Miss Nina, Toastmaster of the day, and I will pass back to you.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Zhe Xi, for the introduction to the grammarian's role. Next, I would like to move on to our counter for today. Toastmaster Linisha. Toastmaster Linisha, stage is yours.
Good morning, good evening, everyone. I am Linisha. I will be the counter of the day, where I will have to take note of the number of unnecessary words or sounds used as crutches and fillers by speakers. I will also be taking note of the false starts, extra pauses, and the words repeated needlessly. When given to report, I will give my report on how many counters on the day, and I'll be taking note of everyone's. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Linisha, for being our counter for today's meeting. Last but not least, our next role player, timer Toastmaster Umar Hafizi, to give his introduction.
Hi everyone, Assalamualaikum and good evening everyone. My name is Umar Hafizi, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As the timer, I will time the table topic speakers, the formal speeches, and the evaluations. So with the table topic evaluation, the speech evaluations, and also the general evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time that they have left using my background here, changing them to the color green, yellow, and red, which denote specific times remaining. But don't worry, the timing details of your respective speeches will be explained by respective session masters. Thank you.
All right, what a stellar introductions by our role players today. Now, shall we move on to the next session, which is the moment we've all been waiting for, the induction ceremony. Now I shall pass the stage to our induction officer, Chizen. Chizen, stage is yours.
Thank you, Nina, Toastmaster of the evening. Now, so right now, this is our member induction ceremony, which basically it's where we officially welcome all the new members into the club and assign them mentors and mentees together. Well, this will take around like 10 to 15 minutes. That is the gist of it, and then we'll continue back on the normal track on the meeting. All right. So for right now, fellow Toastmasters, it is now our duty and privilege to induct 17 new members into UM Toastmasters Club. Now, this is an important occasion both for new members and for our club. These individuals have come to Toastmasters seeking to improve their communication and leadership. And now we have an opportunity to help them learn, grow, and achieve. I will now call our new members forward, and not really forward, but still, I would like to request all the mentors and mentees to open your camera, which right now we can, as you can see on the screen, for mentors, I'd like to request Jijun, Shin Yin, Shin Yin, me, myself, Nina, Aimaan, Harshini, Yin, and Keith to open your camera as the mentor. So, and for the rest of the members, we have Zhe Xi, we have Haris, we have Kai, Emelda. Under me, there's Linisha, Lievaashini, for Nina, Penny, Ying, Umar, Hakim, for Aimaan, Priscilla, and Shengda. Harshini, Ronald, and Wen. For Yin, Angel, which she is not here. For Keith, Akila. And for their 4 members who have not been assigned members yet, who are Tianyue, Kechen, and just two. There's a little mismatch in that, so just 2. And that is all the total members. I'd like to request for our members to open as well. Now, for the members right now, I'm going to talk about a Toastmasters promise. I'd like to request all of our mentors to not mentors. I'd like to ask all of our mentees to put your right hand up. Mentees only, your right hand up. All right. So as for Toastmasters promise, you promise to attend club meetings regularly. B, to prepare all of your speeches and leadership assignments to the best of your ability, basing them on projects in the Competent Communication Manual, the Advanced Communication Manuals, or the Competent Leadership Manual. Third, to prepare for and fulfill meeting assignments. Fourth, to provide fellow members with helpful and constructive evaluations. Fifth, to help the club maintain the positive, friendly environment necessary for all members to help and grow. 6, to serve our club as an officer when called upon to do so. 7, to treat our fellow club members and our guests with respect and courtesy. 8, to bring guests to club meetings so that they can see the benefits of Toastmasters memberships offers. The 9th, to adhere to the guidelines and rule for all Toastmasters educational and recognition program. And for the 10th, to maintain honest and highly ethical standards during the conduct of all Toastmasters activities. This is the Toastmasters promise. And when I post the question back to the mentees, please unmute your mic and say, yes, I will. So will you, for all the members, 70 new members of Toastmasters, promise to be active members of UMTMC number 1028031, that is the club code, in District 51 to attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for your duties?
Yes,
will.
I will.
Yes, I will.
Yes, I will.
I will.
Great. Will you also promise to fulfill other points in the Toastmasters promise?
I promise
Yes,
and try my
I
best.
shall.
Yes, I
Yes.
will.
Lovely. Lovely. Then that is the end of the Toastmasters Club induction ceremony. You can now put your hands down And for now, I'd like to request for TME that we do a group photo together with everyone's video open. Let's do a group photo together with all our members. Can someone please share the screen? And Shin Yin, can I ask for your help to take the photo?
Okay.
Okay, you lead.
So everyone prepare. 1, 2, 3, smile. 1, 2, 3. Or maybe a freestyle.
Freestyle.
1, 2, yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you guys.
Okay, thank you very much. That is the end of the induction ceremony. And I'd like to pass the time back to our TME.
Thank you, Induction Officer Chizen, for handling the induction ceremony. Okay, now, so basically everyone here is officially a member of Toastmasters Club. Whoa! Good job, guys. Give yourself a round of applause for making it this far. Whoa! Yay! Okay. Come. I want to see some reactions. I want to see how happy and excited you guys are to be part of this club. Come. Yes. That's what I like to see. Okay, great. Now, moving on to the next part of the meeting, which is the prepared speech by none other than our new member, Toastmaster Lievaashini, doing her level 1 icebreaker speech. Now, I will be calling up the evaluator for Lievaashini to read the purpose statement.
Hey. Hello, can everyone hear? Hello.
Can hear.
Okay, thank you for TME. So, Toastmaster Lievaashini, the purpose of this project is for you to introduce yourself to the club, which is Toastmasters Club, and also learn the basic structure of a public speech. Back to you.
Thank you, Evaluator Wei Xiang. Now, moving on to our speaker for today, Lievaashini. Unmuted the echoes of my voice. Unmuted the echoes of my voice, Lievaashini. The stage is yours.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Nina, sorry. I just need to set up, I literally need to push both. Is it clear? Can you all see me? Can you all hear me? Okay. All right, I shall begin. I shall begin. Have you felt muted, silenced against your own will? An illusion built piece by piece by your own mind to silence the simmering power within you? Have you felt that? Well, I've been silenced, cornered among the voices that have surrounded me. The question is, how long will I stay chained? How long will I silence that voice within me? Ladies and gentlemen, the title of today's speech is Unmuted, the Echoes of My Voice. Well, let's begin the speech with a little bit of a flashback. As a mere and timid 10-year-old, I was tasked with telling a story to the school during the morning assembly. Well, to the crowd, it was just any other morning routine, but to that timid 10-year-old, it was an awakening, and it was not a pretty one. Well, the speech never made out. I was rushed to the clinic. You know why? The anxiety, the embarrassment just boiled up. It was too much for that young girl. It awokened a terrible stomachache, and I never saw that stage again. That particular incident seared deeply in my mind. It was a nightmare. Never did I touch a microphone. Never did I stand on a platform to address the crowd for many years after that. A vital turning point was necessary. But the million-dollar question was, when will it come? Don't fret. It came pretty soon. In the form of an angel, my Form 4 English teacher, a stellar theatre connoisseur herself. She saw that spark in me. She saw that beneath the layers of that self-made illusion lied potential, boundless potential. She challenged me. She thrusted me into the world of theatre and drama, the multifaceted realm of expression. I needed to express myself through my face, through my gestures, with my voice. It challenged me to walk out of that gilded cage that I built myself. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the birth of my voice. Let's move on with the development. With this renewed sense of self-confidence, I explored. It was a catalyst for my self-liberation. I explored from debate to emceeing to any possible opportunity regarding leadership. I was on a roll. I learned and gathered an arsenal of skills ranging from communication, moderation, negotiation, and even the power of influencing. This particular phase seared into me a very important and significant message. The skilled use of an individual's voice can make or break humanity. Keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. This phase exposed to me the absolute the absolute power that one's voice had. Now, let's move on to where I am now. As an individual, in the cusps of adulthood, as I traverse my youth, my veins are pulsating with adrenaline to sharpen and hone my skills. And there it was, the University Malaya's Toastmasters Club. It shone brightly amongst the various student bodies. It is a sanctuary to learn, to try, to fail, to progress. From here, I see myself emceeing for world-class events, negotiating and moderating heated forums, as well as mastering the art of leadership. I'm beginning my journey here. Thank you for providing me the platform to share my journey. Now I am unmuted. My echoes are heard. So my question for you is, when will I hear yours? Thank you.
Whoa. What a stellar speech by our dear Toastmaster Lievaashini. Amazing speech. I'm happy that UM Toastmasters is able to help unmute you, to let your voice be heard. Please continue to let us be the medium for your voices. Now, we shall move on to the next session of today's meeting, which is the table topics session, which will then be passed on to our table topic master, Harshini. Harshini, I will be passing the session to you now.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the evening. And I dare say it was a stellar speech just now from Toastmaster Lievaashini there. So, just give me a moment for me to share my screen. Yes, so wait. Yeah. So I think you guys can see my screen. So table topics. Now, today's theme is Starry
wait.
Night. Wait.
Harshini. So sorry to
Oh.
interrupt. Hold on. Is it possible if stop sharing, we all give a standing ovation to Toastmaster Lievaashini as she did her icebreaker speech. It is a custom where once a person does an icebreaker speech, we give them a standing ovation. So come, let's all give her a round of applause. Woo! Good job, Toastmaster Lievaashini. All right. So sorry to interrupt you, Table Topics Master. Now we can resume the table topic session.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening. No problem at all. So let me go back. Okay. So yes, table topics. Now, our theme for today is Starry Night, Silvery Moonlight. So obviously, we're gonna have a starry themed table topics, right? Yes. And today's table topics are special because not only are they themed to give you the wonders of being under the starry sky, but they are also made with the grammarian in mind. After all, we highly encourage you to use word of the day, which is stellar. So without further ado, I will now be looking for my first table topic speaker. Volunteers? If no volunteers, I would like to go to my favorite method, voluntold.
Okay. Can I pause for a second? But Harshini, it seems like you're not presenting the whole slides. You are presenting the Chrome, Google Chrome.
No, I'm not sharing the whole slides because I want to go to the topics later.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Anyone? Oh,
Volunteer.
you're okay. So, do introduce yourself to everyone out here.
Hello everyone. I'm Lam. Only from Amuda Toastmaster Club. Happy to join all of you here. So it's been a while since I attend these table topics. We'll be glad to try one today.
Thank you so much. Lam Tan. First of all, welcome to your Toastmasters Club meeting. We are great to have you here. So, let me ask you, from numbers 1 to 10, which is your lucky number?
I will take 2.
2. Okay. Yeah. Number 2 is so Lam, number 2, lucky number 2. Lam, chasing stellar dreams. Chasing stellar dreams. Lam, the stage is yours.
Do I have 1 minute to prepare or I have to start?
Yes.
I have 1 minute to prepare. Okay. Okay, I'm ready. Good evening, everyone. I'm Lam, and it's been a while since I attend a table topic. I remember last time when I tried there is a common stage, right? But I guess today I can do better. So I'm quite attracted by the topic, chasing stellar dreams. By the way, can you hear me properly? Okay, great. So I'm sure all of us have our own version of stellar dreams. There can be many variations of different constellations and different stars arrangement, but I'm sure there's one thing in common, that is it is often beautiful. So for me, my stellar dreams would be the courage and the decision that I make to pursue this master in UM. As you know, when we started working, we always tend to follow the flow, where one thing leads to another, and sometimes you are so comfortable staying in your comfort zone that you don't really feel that really life needs any changes. And when you just close your eyes and open again, then 10 to 20 years might have passed you. That's where you say, that's where you will say that time flies. But for me, things start to change when things that I thought a stable career would be stable, but actually it's not really that stable. And that's when I decided to take a very bold move to move into a master's in UM. I'm actually looking at, it's also a very good timing, because so happened that AI is booming, and ChatGPT has reached a very capable stage of generating significant outputs. And sorry, the lighting, is it red, yellow, or green?
Hello, I'm sorry. If the lighting changes, it means that your time is up, and we would like you to wrap it up quick, because you are in overtime already.
All right, it's my first time, so my bad. Okay, so I will say that pursuing a stellar dreams is definitely not easy, but it's definitely worth the efforts. And I would think that no one can tell you where the ending would lead, but if you trust yourself, then it will definitely be something beautiful at the end. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Love. It was a great speech, and I loved how you ended up with saying that while it's not easy chasing those stellar dreams, it is still worth it. Now, I will go on to wait for the next table topic speaker. So, Toastmaster Ikhtifar, are you in the meeting room?
Hi, Harshini. Yep, I'm in the meeting room.
Okay, so Toastmaster Ikhtifar, I would like to give you the opportunity to be our second table topic speaker.
Okay.
Okay, from number 1 and 3 to 10. What will be your lucky number for tonight?
I'll pick number 4.
Okay, gonna pick number 4. So number 4 would be Toastmaster Ikhtifar. Stay stellar through storms. Stay stellar through storms. Toastmaster Ikhtifar. The stage is yours.
Well, how do we stay stellar through storms? Storm itself is a very difficult situation already. So instead of being stellar, let's just say that let's stay fabulous during a storm, during an emergency. I remember when I first become a Toastmasters, during my second year of being Toastmasters, I was given the duty of being a VPE. And I tell you not, it's not easy. Because that time when I was a VPE, it was during COVID. And everyone need to do meetings online. And that's where the headache comes. How we are going to do this? What platform are we going to use? Are we going to use Zoom? Are we going to use Google? Can the club afford to charge or to buy this type of platforms? How we are going to do meetings? Will we get enough role players? Will people be happy to be a role player? And there's a lot of things that I had to think as a VPE. And guess what? I relied on my ESCO. I call my ESCO up and say, look, since the district has said that every meeting have to be online to safeguard the safety of the people, now let's us delegate. You, President, remind us of how we are going to do our meeting. What are the key important dates that we have to achieve? What are the key important milestones that we have to achieve before the meeting starts? You, VPM, you need to find members. How are we going to do it? Let's blast it through the UM portal every day, every night, until people will come. And so forth and so on, until the job of ASAA. Well, ASAA do nothing. But the ASAA was in charge of setting up the Zoom meeting, trying to figure out how to configure the meeting setup and everything. That's what the ASAA did. And throughout the whole ordeal, we stayed not stellar, but fabulous. No one saw the pain, no one saw the frustration, but all our meetings go smoothly. Back to you, Harshini.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ikhtifar. And I really liked how you said, do not stay stellar, but stay fabulous. And explain your situation as VP during COVID time. And that situation was a perfect situation telling us to stay stellar or fabulous, in your case, through storms. So, for our next table topic speaker, Toastmaster Wei Xiang. Are you ready?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, if you can hear me, I'm ready.
Okay, so from the number 1, 3, 5 to 10, which number will be your lucky star, some might say today?
Can I have 10?
Number 10. All right. So, Toastmaster Wei Xiang. Okay. Toastmaster Wei Xiang, be your own star. Be your own star, Toastmaster Wei Xiang. The stage is yours.
Have you ever seen someone that is so talented, and when you look at them, you just have the urge to compare yourself to them? Have you ever felt that you're inferior to them and that you're always beneath somebody? Well, that has happened to me a lot of times as well. Well, before this, in primary school, secondary school, those things do happen a lot of times. But when you go to higher education, as in your pre-U and your university, you just cannot stop comparing yourself with them, because the pool of people is a lot bigger. And when you think about it, they are here because everyone has the same social standing, has the same education with you, because you're competing with the same type of people. And that when you're doing that, there's people who are oftentimes better than you in what you're doing. So now, that goes back to the question, be your own star. Now that you identify that, there are people who are equally or even better as you. Now, how are you going to be able to cope with that? Do you have the emotional capacity to do so? And even if you have the emotional capacity to do so, what actions are you going to take? Are you going to say that, oh yeah, this guy's better than me, so I'm just me, he's better than me, and I'm always down here? No, that is not what you have to do. Now, what you have to do is think about what you can do. Like, even if you have the same thing, the same potential, you have to find some way to differentiate yourself. For example, this guy is very good at the technical stuff. He knows all the components, all the things in robotics. But how are you as a same student, as a same course mate? For example, I'm a mechanical engineering student. How are you gonna make yourself stand out? So that is what I think that people should try to include in what they are doing in their university life. So that is why when you ask HR, we ask them, is CGPA important? Is your club position important? Those are the things that people need to take into consideration. There are more than just one route. Even if you don't get your position as a HOD of a club, you can do other things. And yes, for me, I feel like doing part-time jobs or even being in Toastmaster Club is a way for me to be my own star. And that is all from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Wei Xiang. And in a life where everyone is chasing to be just like the other, you showed to us how to be your own star, even in a very ordinary lifestyle, in your daily lifestyle, and explain how to stand out while still being just doing what you want to do and shining like you're the star. So for our next table topic speaker, Toastmaster Angel.
Yes.
Yes. Can you introduce yourself to everyone here?
All right. Hi, my name is Ki, but I prefer you guys to call me by my nickname Angel. And this is my first Toastmaster meeting with every one of you. Yeah, and also my first try for table topic session.
Thank you so much for volunteering for the table topics. And what I'd like to guarantee you, I will give you an easy topic. It's up to your own ends and the numbers you choose, unfortunately. So we have number 1, 3, 5 to 9. Which number would you like to choose?
Number 5.
Number 5. Okay. Just let me. Okay. This is why I hate to use Canva in sharing screen. Wait, guys. Okay, so you want number 5? Toastmaster Angel, a stellar comeback story. A stellar comeback story. Toastmaster Angel, the stage is yours.
I do have 1 minute to prepare my speech, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right, so a stellar comeback story. Well, I believe every one of you have your own comeback story. Well, I have a lot too, but I would like to share one that happens to me recently. I actually changed 3 uni before this. I was at UKM at first, and I went to Inti International College Subang, and here I am now at University of Malaya taking my foundation in social science. And why was I so lost? Oh, I don't even know myself, because I wanted to be a doctor, I wanted to be an MC, I wanted to be a singer, I wanted to be anything. And I was lost to a point that I was just depressed. I cried. I don't know what to do with my life. I feel like I'm a total failure. And then when I look at my friends' IG story, they are constantly sharing that, they went to another public speaking competition. They joined Toastmasters Club, and they joined international level competition. And wow, everyone's doing great except me. I was just not feeling myself, and I feel like, what's the point of me staying at this world? But here I am now, UM Toastmaster Club. I found friends along the way. I started to reflect myself and started to think that, oh, maybe I shouldn't feel like that. I joined Leo Club too, which I participate in a lot of volunteer activities and find back my worth in life. I help people. I constantly participate in activities like this. And recently I joined an interview in choir, and yeah, I guess this is the comeback of my story. So for me, thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Angel. It was definitely a stellar comeback story because you shared not only how joining Toastmasters was part of your comeback story, but also how you actively participated in various activities to give a stellar comeback to all of us, and good luck to you in your journey. So for our next table topics, Toastmaster Emelda, yours here.
Yes, I'm Imelda.
Okay, hi Toastmaster Emelda. How are you feeling tonight?
Nice.
Okay, so let me just share your screen. So you have number 1, number 3, number 6 to 9. Which number will you pick tonight?
9.
Number 9, lovely. Okay, so Toastmaster Emelda, shining in my own way. Shining in my own way, Toastmaster Emelda, the stage is yours.
Shining in my own way. I found this quote very interesting to me. How can I shine in my own way without comparing with other people? This is a question when I was young, especially when I was in primary school and secondary school. Let me recall my personal experience. During my primary school and secondary school, I was actually weaker in mathematics. And also later on in secondary school, I was weak in additional mathematics subjects. Actually, I have received lots of teasers, and my classmates even called me as an idiot in mathematics because I'm stronger in the art subject compared to science stream subjects, although I studied science stream in Form 4 and Form 5. I was upset, and also I underestimated myself for being weak in mathematics subjects. Seeing that many of my other classmates, how strong they are in their mathematics. So I went for many tuition, and also I do a lot of the homework given by my teacher in school. So this was when I started step by step to improve my mathematics. And from 50 something, I got 60 something, 70 something. And lastly, I got 84 marks for one time in one of my school examinations. So this is how I want to express that even though you may not have the talents when compared with others in that particular field, but you can shine in your own way by putting more effort into that particular field and to improve yourself a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Emelda. I will say you did shine in your own way during table topics, and I liked how you still said that even though there are so many people in the same field, yet we can still shine in our own way by putting in more effort and dedicating ourselves in any particular field. Now, timer, do we still have time to have more table topic speaker?
Hello, dear President. We have a lot more time for maybe 2 or even 3 table topic speeches. So please.
Well, I guess it's my lucky day tonight that I did have backup table topics for this as well. So, Toastmaster Ying, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, we meet again. How are you tonight, Toastmaster Ying?
Very great. A stellar night.
A stellar night indeed. So, Toastmaster Ying, just let me go back to my Canva. So, Toastmaster Ying, you have number 1, number 3, number 6 till 8. Which one will you be going for?
Number 8.
Number 8. Okay, great. No one's gonna picking number 3. I'm very sad.
I'm picking number 3 then.
Okay. Wait, let me change the slides again.
Is it easy for number 3?
Okay, it's done. I will let you to be the judge of the topic. So, Toastmaster Ying, define your stellar journey. Define your stellar journey, Toastmaster Ying. The stage is yours.
Every Tom, Dick, and Harry has their stellar journey. And for me, I wouldn't say that I have a stellar journey, but I have a good journey and a journey that led me to learn, experience, maybe sometimes to fall, but rise up again. For me, I'm a matriculation student. And as you know, for matriculation students, we have more Bumiputra, which is Malaysian. I mean like Bumiputra compared to non-Bumiputra. During that day, I'm the only Chinese in my class and the only Chinese in my room. So it is quite a culture shock for me because I can't really know how to interact with them. So this began my stellar journey. I try to learn their culture and fit in with their life. And I found out it is quite fun and then quite interesting to work with them. So what I want to say that in my first project, I have all my teammates that is Malay. So I feel like sometimes it's a bit like some communication problem since I was young. I usually speak in Chinese and Mandarin compared to Malay or English. So during that time, I faced a lot of struggle, and finally, eventually I can speak very well with them. Not only in academic, but also we also got hang out during the weekend. So I think this one is a good journey for us to build the relationship and then our friendship. So I wouldn't say that this is a stellar journey for me, but actually it's a quite unique experience for me to learn and grow. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ying. Now, while you did say it's not a stellar journey, but a good one, I will say for you to learn and build friendships and relationships with them despite your differences, that still, in my eyes, is considered a stellar journey. So, can we have volunteers? Volunteers for table topics? Anyone?
I take it, Anna. Eh,
Who
Hakim?
was it?
Who's Hakim?
I'm here.
I think I
Hello?
gave it to Hakim lah.
Okay. Where is Hakim?
Yes, hello.
Hello. Can you introduce yourself to everyone here?
Hi everyone, my name is Hakim. I'm a first year student and I am under Nina. She's my mentor.
Okay, Toastmaster Hakim. So right now for table topics, we have number 1, number 6, 7, 8. So which one will you go for?
I'll think number 7.
Number 7. I assumed you will go for number 1. After all, Toastmaster Nina is your mentor. But it's fine. We can go to number 7 as well. Okay. So, Toastmaster Hakim, wishes on a shooting star. Wishes on a shooting star, Toastmaster Hakim. The stage is yours.
I have 1 minute to prepare, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I audible? I am, right? All right. So just a rough view as the topic that I've been given, wishes of a shooting star. I believe that I see it as something as a figure of imagination that I believe that we should all strive for, in which every single one of us should have, or at least need to have, something to chase for. It's a vision, maybe a vision of ourselves. Maybe it could be anything. It could be something we want to work as, someone we want to be, someone we inspire from, someone we just want to see ourselves do. And I believe that that is something that we should all at least try to achieve for, in which we don't have to technically achieve it. It should just be something that we should all try to do. Try to be that certain someone, try to have that certain changes. It doesn't have to be big, it doesn't have to be major or even life-changing. It could be small. But as long as you move, as long as you don't stay stagnant in a way that you do something to yourself, you surprise yourself, you surprise people around you, people you love, people that loves you, so that you change and you change and you change. Because what I guess we could deduce from our own human experience, as we are now, 19 years old to probably 22 years old, as all of us are, is that our experience is woefully vague, in a sense that it's surprising. Anything could happen. So we know well enough that change is constant. So all in all, I believe that everyone should have a vision of ourselves, and through that we can truly become a better version of ourselves. That'll be all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Hakim. You definitely explained how wishing on a shooting star, we should always strive and move towards change, no matter how life-changing or minuscule that change might be, as life is always filled with surprises. So now, timer, I assume that's it for table topics.
Well, surprisingly, Miss President, we are way above schedule. Well, just 6 minutes ahead of schedule. So it is possible to take maybe just one more. But if there are no more volunteers, then we can move on.
Okay, you guys heard the timer. Do we have one volunteer?
I take it then now.
Okay, Toastmaster, you Meng. Just let me share screen. Toastmaster, you Meng, you have options of getting number 1, number 6, or number 7, if I'm not mistaken. Which one will you go for?
I take 7.
You're taking number 7.
You check whether it's the right one or not. Because you're not sure about it also.
Yeah, number 7 is available.
Okay, that's great.
Okay, so Toastmaster Yu Meng, stars that guide me. Stars that guide me, Toastmaster Yu Meng. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Harshini, for the topic Stars That Guide Me. When I first thought of this topic, a history lesson came into my mind of how our ancestors ruled the seas from, from, from the mainland of Eurasia, the mainland, all the way to the land of Hawaii. And you're thinking, how on earth there are Hawaiians on the island, people living there and having a thriving community there? The answer is very simple. The ancestors of Hawaiian people, which are the Austronesians, which technical term by the way, they follow the stars and follow the stars and go and swim all the way to the Hawaii and to some extent the Easter Island. And the best part of Easter Island is nobody know what's going on around there. And the writings in the statues in Easter Island is still yet to be deciphered anyway. And the second thing I remember about stars that guide me home is this. Do you know that a lot of people got lost in the desert? And you're wondering, how are those traders, the Arab traders, the 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 traders across the Tarim Basin. I mean, Tarim Basin, which is in modern day Xinjiang, China, the big desert area. How does those people manage to go around these sort of places? Again, the answer is the stars. So this is my take on this issue. Basically, the star has guided our ancestors throughout the ages from the famous Silk Road to the famous maritime Silk Road, which connects the India to the rest of the world, um, Straits of Malacca, Philippines, and all the way to Hawaii. And that concludes my story for today. Thank you so much. And back to you, Toastmaster Harshini.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Yu Meng. I love the stellar history story and lesson you gave to us about how stars have been guiding our ancestors, either traveling via sea or escaping from being stranded in deserts. Thank you very much. And with that, we will be concluding our table topic session for tonight. And I would like to thank everyone who participated in table topics. And I will pass over the stage to Toastmaster of the evening.
All right. Thank you, Table Topics Master, Toastmaster Harshini. That will conclude for today's table topic session. Now, before we move on, we are going to have a poll voting for best table topic speakers. Shin Yin, yes. Right. Do cast your votes on who you think is the best. maybe I'm just biased, but don't choose Ikhtifar, gang. There's other better speakers.
You can't influence them in that way.
Eh, who? What did I say? Damn, the wind is
Go for Nina.
crazy.
Go for Nina.
Huh? The wind is crazy.
Go
I
for
didn't say
Nina.
anything. All right. Shin Yin, are the votes has the votes been concluded? Okay, not yet. Okay, the voting is done. Now on to the next part of today's meeting. It will be the evaluation session, which I will be passing on to our GE for today, Bernard Young. Bernard Young, stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening. Good evening, everyone. I'm Bernard or Bernard, which one is easier for you to call. I will be the general evaluator for today. My role, in short, I oversee the entire meeting from start to the end. And at the very end, I will be sharing my own report of the overall, what I believe was done well in this meeting and what I believe can help your meeting go to the next level. Let us move on straight into the very first part. I am leading the evaluation session, and this will also include the technical role players. First, I would like to invite our first evaluator for the first speaker, Wei Xiang. Toastmaster Wei Xiang, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, presentation mastery level 2, Wei Xiang, over to you.
Thank you to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Bernard. Toastmaster Lievaashini, the title is Unmuted, the Echoes of My Voice. Throughout the story, you deliver a well-crafted story. Start from the growing down, which is the trauma from your childhood, holding a mic, and then introduces a turning point after you met the Form 4 teacher, and then you keep rising, keep growing, keep developing. And right now, you let us know why today you are here in Toastmasters Club. Overall, I pretty enjoy your speech. You rehearse well. You have camera check, mic check, voice check. This means that you prepare well and you want to present the best to everyone. This is a very good example for everyone in the meeting, not just Toastmasters, but everyone. And secondly, you have purposeful hand gestures, which means that you can deliver your messages more effectively. I noticed that you use different kind of gestures to pinpoint some specific points. When you're talking about yourself, your own heart, you come into your hands pointing inside. And then you're talking about other points such as your teacher or your other thoughts that you get, you keep showing your hands open, you're welcoming the audience. And then you also have engaged with the audience. So such as you ask the question at the beginning and the end, so we are the part of your speech. That is very good. And then you have impactful vocal variety. So we can understand, we can hear your message clearly, which you use pause, pitch, pace, and projection. You did well of using these 4 P's in vocal variety, so your message are very clear for us. I have some points that will suggest you to improve your speech. Overall, you have 30 seconds left, if I'm not mistaken. You can add 2 things. The first thing is a call to action. I noticed at the end, you asked us a question. While you already fulfilled the purpose of this speech, I think it will be better for you to elevate by going further to inspire the audience, such as you tell us, fellow audience, when you find a place to unmute yourself, to express yourself, take the chance, step up and shine, something like that. The next suggestion is you can add a dialogue about your speech, especially from the encouragement that you get from your Form 4 teacher. Because you mentioned that you're going down during the trauma, and then you can come back after you met your Form 4 teacher. we want to know how that teacher get you so motivated. Perhaps you can deliver what kind of sentences that she did tell you. So we want the words of encouragement. You can act it out like, Lievaashini, I think you have the potential. I believe in you. This is an example of the dialogue, which I think you can implement in your future speech. Overall, you are well prepared. You're a good speaker. Keep it up. Back to you, Bernard.
Thank you very much, Wei Xiang, for your evaluation. Next, I would like to invite our table topics evaluator, Toastmaster Aimaan. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Engaging humor level 1, Toastmaster Aimaan. I wish you all the best. You have a lot to say. Over to you.
All right. Thank you, GE, for handing over the stage to me. First of all, I'd like to say what a stellar table topic session we had today. All the speakers, you did really amazing. The stories were quite engaging, and especially I felt that it was really a lot of people had a lot of fun just entering this in this table topic session. And now I'd like to begin our evaluation. So, for the speaker, Lam, your title is Chasing the Stellar Dreams. This is your first time doing table topics. I'm correct, if I'm not mistaken. I'd like to really congratulate you for a really good job, especially since it's your first table topic speech. I loved how your speech is basically an inspirational one. I would love to hear more from you. One thing I noticed is that you were a bit of rush. You're quite rushing, when you give a speech. So, and you basically did so you said a lot of ums. One thing I'd like to suggest you can do is you can pause to collect your thoughts. The reason why we say a lot of ums, ands, and all of those pause fillers, as it's called, is because we want to rush through our mind. You're basically your mind is thinking faster than we can speak. So a way you can help to counter this issue is to pause. So your mind will have time to your mouth will have time to catch up your mind, and you can structure your sentences much more. Your sentence structure will be flowing much more smoothly. Overall, I liked your speech. It was a really inspiring speech, and I would suggest you to pause more to collect your speech, to collect your thoughts. The second speaker, Ikhtifar. His title is Stay Stellar Through the Storm. Stay Stellar Through Storms. One thing I really caught my attention is how he used how his voice, his variety in his voice specifically, is not static. It's always moving up and down, and it also helps that his body gestures help to enhance his speech. So it became a really, I would say, an engaging speech. I also like that he twisted the title in a unique way. From staying stellar to storms, he made the staying good to storms or something along the lines. And it did quite catch my attention. One thing I would love to see more from your speech is I would like you to explain more exactly on what you did. Since you said that you as a VPE, you were basically giving orders to the president, to the VPP. And I also like to know a bit more, just a brief explanation on what you also instructed other roles to do, seeing as I believe you still had time left. Overall, I love your speech. It had a really interesting twist, and you used title to your own benefit. Your vocal variety and body gestures were really great, and I wish you could elaborate more on your speech just a bit more. Is already you can turn a captivating speech to something even more captivating. Our next speaker is Wei Xiang. His title is Be Your Own Star. I noticed that you immediately jumped into the topic, and I would like to applaud you for having you weren't. I noticed that you weren't really you didn't do your default pose in a way. so to speak. And especially since your speech structure was your sentences, your overall speech was quite smooth, I would like to congratulate you on that. However, I noticed that your speech you're speaking too fast. And I think that you could try to slow down a bit more. It doesn't help, it just help that also, it also doesn't help that it will help you in reducing saying and a lot, and it also helps you to make the speech more make your speech more comprehensible. It's not too fast, so people can listen to what you're seeking. Overall, I like your how you jump into the topic, and especially since you, for the most part, you did not have any moments where you were thinking of what to say. I would like you to slow down your speeches so you can have more time to speak more clearly. Our next speaker is Angel, another first-time speaker on Table Topics. And your title is A Stellar Comeback Story. The first thing I want to say is, I love your voice. Your way you use, your tone you use in your speech, it was really expressive. I loved it. Stellar even, I might say. I also noticed that you did use a lot of gestures, and I would like to I'd like you to improve on that by using just like you having more gestures in your speech. For example, you said that I want to become a doctor, I wanted to become a engineer or what, and so on and so forth. You can use your fingers to like just visualize it. I want to become a doctor, I want to become a painter, so on and so forth. You also like brought the title back into your ending of your speech, and I think that is a really nice thing to the really good thing. It wrapped up your speech quite nicely, like a bow tie, so to speak. Overall, I believe that your tone is really amazing. I love your energy you brought into your speech. You can use more hand gestures to like make your speech more spicy, like to spicy up your speech. And I also love that you brought back the title to you bring the title as your conclusion. So it wrapped up your speech in a really comprehensive and neat way. Moving on, first speaker is Emelda. Her title is Shining in My Own Way. I love that you had really good body gestures are really good, especially since you're using a phone, and so your aspect ratio is like your screen is like quite limited, and you use that restrictions to your own like you use it you for the restrictions you still carried on and you still did a really great job. I noticed that your eye contact was kind of all over the place. Even if you're in an online setting, should your eye contact was not really focused onto the camera. I could see it being, but you're looking to the left, the right. Uh, so I'd like to focus more. So you can focus more on your camera. Your eye contact should be focused on the camera, as that is where that's where people see you. Overall, I love your body gesture usage, especially since you had a quite small screen. You can improve on your eye contact by looking at the camera. And our next speaker will be Ying. Her title is Define Your Stellar Journey. I like to point out that you talk topic quite fast, and for the most I didn't really notice you having any moments where you will pause to think about what to say. It felt like you had ideas in your mind, and when you speak, it just flow quite naturally. I think that is a really nice trait to have, especially since impromptu speeches, you'll have to think on the spot. I noticed that you also use a lot of hand gestures, and I really like that you did that. How I noticed that your camera is not really positioned in a way that is we can see like the full effectiveness of your hand gestures. I advise you to you can just tilt your camera down a bit to show your hand gestures for the most part, I noticed that it was on level. It's just you can do that to fully showcase your hands, your gestures. You also had really nice speech structure, even though it's, as I said, you just thought about it on the spot. Like you just thought about it. You didn't really have time to like think about it. So overall, I love that you thought of you managed to have a good flow of ideas in your mind, even though you just started quite impromptu. You could lower down your camera so you can show more of your hand gestures. I also love that your flow of idea, like your speech structure, was really good. And I'd love to hear more from any of your speech, your table topics. Our next speaker is Hakim. His title is Wishes on a Shooting Star. One thing I love about your like the way you speak is your tone. It really suits you. Usually, if you have your tone, I would describe as monotone, but not in the way that it's very deadpan. Instead, I felt that it enhances your speech, and I think that there's one of your strengths that you showed in the speech. I noticed that your eye contact wasn't really focused on the camera. You're looking all over the place. So when you want to give a speech, you should ideally look at the direction of your audience, since you are speaking to them, and your eye contact should also like for the most part reflect on that. You can look around, but you shouldn't be. Most of your eye contact should be towards the general location of the audience. I also noticed that your body language is quite engaging. It really enhances your speech. So to summarize, I would like to say that your tone is really suits your way of speaking. You can work on your eye contact by looking more at the camera, and your body language did improve your way of delivering your speech. Lastly, our last table topic speaker is Yumeng. Yumeng. His title is Stars That Guide Me. I like that he had a really nice tonal variety. He uses his like when he was giving a question, when he made a question statement, or when he made like a question, so to speak, his tone really reflected that of like a questioning tone. So it really enhanced his speech. I noticed that you were struggling a bit in your speech, like you had moments where you just pause. So you can just like pause, like just take stay silent for a bit and just to recuperate your thoughts. Overall, I liked how you had a really nice tonal variety, especially when you were asking a question, giving a question tone on or questions. You can use pauses to just get a good train of thought going on. And that is all from me. I know I'm a bit right over time. And back to you, GE.
Thank you very much, Aimaan, for your evaluations. And that will be all for the evaluations today. Next, we will move into the technical reports. The very first one will be our grammarian, which will be done by Zhe Xi. Toastmaster Zhe Xi, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Can you all see my screen share right now?
Yes, you can see a screen. All right, I will hand the floor to you.
Okay, firstly, I would like to mention about the word of the day, Stella. A lot of you mentioned a lot of times during the meeting. So firstly is Toastmaster of the evening, Nina and Harshini. Both of you mentioned Stella 5 times, which is a lot. And then next is Lievaashini, mentioned once. Lam mentioned 2 times. Ikhtifar 3 times. Wei Xiang, Angel, and Emelda all mentioned once Stella during their speech. And then next is good selection of words or phrases or idioms or rhetorical devices. Firstly is from Lievaashini. She mentioned boundless potential, which I think is a good phrase to describe something. And then next is this particular phrase seared into me. And the word seared, I think it's a good phrase to mention about having a strong unpleasant effect on her. And then next, the sentence, a single person could make or break humanity. I think that's a good quote. Next is magnificent, which means very good, beautiful, or deserving to be admired. Next speaker would be Nina. although that's not from her speech, she just mentioned standing ovation after Lievaashini's ice-breaking speech, but it's a great phrase to use also. Next is from Emelda, which is her quote, even if you don't have talent compared to others in a particular field, you can shine in your own way by putting in more efforts and by improving yourself. Next is from Hakim, which is stagnant, not growing or developing. And the way he used the word stagnant is not for stagnant water, but for the condition of not growing. And then next about pronunciation, there is not much correction needed for this part, but I would like to mention about the word tuition and desert. They are both correctly pronounced, although they are common words that would be mispronounced. And then next would be grammatical error. Although there are minimal errors during this part, but I would like to say from
Please
Emelda,
don't write.
she said, I got 84 marks for one time, and I think a better way for saying this is by changing the word for one time into once. And then next is Ying, it's just about plural. So I have all my teammates that is Malay, and the correct one would be that are Malays. And next is my overall comment as a grammarian. Congratulations to all Toastmasters and guests. You mentioned the word of the day, Stella, a lot of times during the meeting. And everyone who mentioned the word Stella used it correctly and appropriately. So, and additionally, there is minimal error during your speeches. So keep up your work in the future. And that's the grammarian report from me. Thank you. I shall pass you.
Back to me. All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Zhe Xi, for your grammarian report. Next, we will have the R counter report, which will be done by Toastmaster Linisha. Toastmaster Linisha, are you ready?
Hi, yes. May I present my screen?
All right.
Sure. All right, could you see my screen?
Yep,
Okay.
can see a screen. Over to
Alright.
you.
All right, good evening, everyone. So I would like to start off my counter report by those who did the table topic session. So Toastmaster Lam was first. He did 17 R's and 10 Ms. Ikhtifar with a stellar speech. He had 0 R's, 0 or 0 filler words. Though he did repeat like words such as will, since, the, what, the. And then apart from that, moving on to Toastmaster Wei Xiang, he had only one count, but then he also had other words that were repeated again. Capacity, what you is your. Moving on to Toastmasters Angel, she had two and repetition together with one and 3 ums. However, she did not have any repeated words. And then going on to Toastmaster Emelda, she had 2 us repetition together with 4 ums and 1 so. However, again, she did not also have another repeated words. Moving on to Toastmaster Ying, he had 1 7 ums, 4 so's, and 1 and. And also, he repeated also 1 too many times. Moving on to Hakim, he had only like 1 so. However, in his repeated words, he had like a figure, we could, we know. These were repeated twice, I think, during like stuttering. And then moving on lastly to our last table topic speaker, Meng, he repeated so twice and also and twice. Also moving from that, his remarks, he had from, which, and the repeated 4 times. Now, moving on to project speech session, which is Toastmaster Liva. She had repeated twice for a and 1 for a. However, she did have a stuttering session of like the Magnificent, and also she repeated once or twice have you with providing and exposed. Moving on to Toastmaster Aimaan. He had Toastmaster Aimaan for the evaluation session was he repeated twice, 7 times, and then twice, like 5, and also and 4 times. Apart from that, he also repeated one. I've been hearing the words repeated. If it did the improve your I, it really and just repeated one too many times. Speech evaluator for Wei Xiang. He also repeated twice and also so once. Moving on to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Nina. She had 4 times, 2 times, and so 1 time. And she repeated the one too many times from what I heard. And then for President Harshini, she had 6 times, 2 times, and so 1 time, and 1 time. To sum it all up, there was 42 filler words, 30 filler words, like 6 times, so 12 times, and 10 times. And in a grand total, there were 100 filler words. That is all from me. Moving back to you, Bernard.
All right, thank you very much, Linisha, for your counter report. Now let us move on to the next one, which will be the timer report. Timer, are you ready?
I'm sorry. Yes. Yes, I
Okay.
am ready.
All right. Dynamic leadership level 2, Toastmaster Umar, over to you.
Yes. Thank you very much, Bernard. So, hi, assalamualaikum, and good evening, everyone. My name is Umar Hafizi. I am your timer for today. So we are quite behind schedule, actually, maybe just a few minutes, but I will make my report simple because you all cannot wait to lie down and fall asleep beneath the stellar night skies. Yeah, that's just an opening from me. So before we begin on my specific reports, I want to emphasize and talk about the time cues, which means that different speakers have different time cues, such as our table topic speaker. They have only time around 1 to 2 minutes. And I will shine the green light during the first minute, the yellow in the first 1.5 minutes, and the red at 2 minutes. And for the rest, you know your own time cues. But I want to emphasize that when I shine the red card, it means that you have only 30 seconds to wrap up your speech before you go into overtime, which the time that you spend after that will be considered overspent. So if possible, I would like you to finish like in 30 seconds after I show the red card. Okay, that's all. Let's start. For this meeting, I gave time cues to the project speeches, the table topic speeches, the speech evaluations, and the table topic evaluation. But the rest, I still timed them, like the technical and the Toastmaster of the evening. But those I just timed, but not give cues. So let's begin. I will first begin with the opening of the meeting, in which we have the call for the meeting to come to order, which took 1 minute and 23 seconds. And next, the opening address by the president, which took 1 minute and 25 seconds. And once again, the Toastmaster of the evening takes control. That I will say it later, because it will refer to the total time Nina took to speak. And then the induction ceremony conducted by Zhe Xi took 5 minutes and 24 seconds. Okay, then we started with the project speech, which is down here. So I will not start with the TT first. I started with the project speech, which is by Lievaashini. Congratulations, you are in time, which is 5 minutes and 5 seconds. Very good. And then let's move on to the table topic segment. We have a lot of them. We have 8 table topics today, but I will only mention that 3 of them, which is Wei Xiang and Emelda, you guys overspent your time. respectively 30 seconds, 1 second, and 22 seconds. For Lam, since I interfered in your speech a bit, I deducted the time from that, which is around 20 seconds. So lastly, you just took around 3 minutes. So that is fine. Don't worry about that. Okay. But for the rest of the table topic speakers, you guys are in time. So good job to you all too. And next, let's move on to the technical reports, which are the people before me, Zhe Xi and Linisha. So Zhe Xi, as the Grammarian, your time is supposed to be 2 minutes to 3 minutes, but I didn't give any time cues, but you just have to keep that in mind. Next time you become Grammarian, you have 2 to 3 minutes, and you took 2 minutes and 44 seconds, which is good. It's in time, good job. But for Linisha, the counter, you were supposed to only have 1 to 2 minutes, but it's okay. I understand because there are a lot of speakers. You have to go through everyone. But for that, I would advise you to maybe go straight to the point and say how many, and then move straight to the next speaker. Because for that, you took 4 minutes and 25 seconds, which technically is a bit over time. Okay. For me, I am timing myself right now, and I will say that after I finish my report. So now let's move on to the evaluations. So the speech evaluator, Wei Xiang, your time is supposed to be 2 to 3 minutes, and you took 3 minutes and 25 seconds, which is just 5 seconds left into overtime, which technically you are still in time. So good job to that. And next we have the table topics evaluation. By Aimaan, you were supposed to take 7 to 10 minutes, but I understand you have a lot of table topic speakers today, so it is understandable that you took 12 minutes and 6 seconds, which means you overspent 1 minute and 6 seconds in your speech. So don't worry about that. Sorry, not 1 minute 6 seconds, 1 minute and 36 seconds actually. Okay, next we will move on to the general evaluator, Bernard. Don't worry, I'm sure that Bernard has a lot more to say in his report, but the time that he took to talk so far is only 2 minutes and 37 seconds. But for the Toastmaster of the day, Nina, in total, so far, you took 8 minutes and 25 seconds in each of the segments that you talked in. So that is all for me. So right now, the time that I took to speak is a whopping 5 minutes and 50 seconds. Okay. So that's all from me. Thank you. I will pass back to Bernard.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Umar, for your timer report. And now it comes to my turn to deliver my general evaluation. Okay, I believe I only have 3 minutes, so I'll see what I can cram. I will first start by saying I really enjoyed today's meeting. What I really liked was definitely how most of the speakers tried their best to use the word of the day. It's not an easy thing to achieve, so I really applaud to all of you. And next, I will also like to say welcome to all of the 17 new members. Enjoy your journey. You are now officially stepping onto the pathway. So find yourself, discover yourself, and enjoy your entire journey as you go. All right, now I move into the report. We started at 8:02, 2 minutes later from the intended time, but I think there was no problem with that. Everything went quite smoothly so far, and we had times where we overtimed with reasons. So I think that's okay for today. Now, President and TME, good job. You are always the energizers for the meeting because you are the first people to bring everyone into the room. So TME did a good job in having that energy. You definitely kept everyone engaged. And during your history sharing, I think it was quite a fun way how you went with the quick question. What do you think the C stands for in Ralph C's medley? And I thank the person who answered Chinese. I think you made everyone laugh for a little bit. Just a quick giggle. So good job. You contributed to that energy. Very nice. One suggestion I can share for you when you're introducing the history, or if you ever find yourself in the position where you need to introduce it, try to remember the key numbers as well as how old your club is, so that instead of looking as if you're only reading from it, try to word it in your own way. Maybe it can be shorter as well. You don't have to read the whole thing. So that's just a quick suggestion to make it easier for future TMEs altogether. Otherwise, good job TME so far. Now for SAA, I applaud to you. You were good. You came in straight into your house rules. You made it very clear. And I like how you brought back to order from the beginning and also through our breaks. You just brought us straight on track without keeping us off of the time. So that was something that was done very nicely. Then after that, we moved into our first speaker, Toastmaster Liva. Now, I don't really have an evaluation for you because it's more for the evaluator. Personally, I would just like to say I truly enjoyed your speech. After listening to your content as well, how you talked about theater, when you started, that was the very first thing that came to mind. This was a very theatrical, stellar performance. So I really applaud you for that. Good job. And then after that, we went to the table topics. Table topic master, great job with your topics. It was very fun. And I liked how you incorporated the word of the day into it so that everyone feels encouraged to actually use the word, even without thinking, because it's already in the topic. That's something that's very creative. And yeah, I think how you were very encouraging to feedback to each of them, not really to say feedback, but how you responded to each of them and brought them their story over and transition into the next person. That was something that was done very well. And I like during the session, we had volunteers in the chat, very eager volunteers. So everyone, good job to you. One recommendation I can have for you is before you start the table topics, give a quick introduction of what it is. What is table topics? How much time do they get? They are allocated 1 to 2 minutes, and then you can have some time before you begin so that they are aware of, oh, how long can I speak? When can I prepare? Especially for the first timers. And during this time, you can also ask the timer to demo the lights or the background so that they are aware, oh, when the light comes on, that's the cue for me to either wrap up or that is my first minute over. So otherwise, I really enjoyed the topics. It relates to today's theme very much, and you use the word of the day in each of them very well. Then after that, we move on to the evaluator, Wei Xiang. You delivered a very empowering evaluation. I really liked how each time you shared all the good points, you emphasized each of your points. You had purposeful hand gestures, and you went into your point. You had impactful vocal variety, then you went into your point. So we know that this is what you want the speaker to take away clearly. And each time when you were sharing about the improvement points, you were sharing examples, which is a good way to really show what can they do better. Because with examples, it's easier to remember with a visual. So that is something that was done well. As for what I can recommend for you to do better is actually your eye contact. I noticed as you were giving your evaluation, there were parts in between where you were wandering around quite a bit. Your eyes was looking around the place. Maybe you're thinking of what to share. Maybe try to focus more on your camera or look above it so that you don't look everywhere. It can seem like you are the one that's being a bit distracted, and it can lead to us feeling a bit distracted as well sometimes. Otherwise, you had a really empowering, you gave a very empowering evaluation, and that was something that you did really well. So improvement point, try to focus on your eye contact to the camera, especially because we are in a virtual setting. Facial expressions, your eye contact to the camera really means everything because that is what we all see. And this one applies to everybody as well, including myself. Next, we have Table Topics Evaluator. I really commend you for your evaluation. It was a very long evaluation, but you did a good job. First things first, what I liked how you did it was every single one of your evaluations were comprehensive. It was encouraging. You shared well on what they did really good. You really how you use your words to say that I really liked it. I really loved what you did well. Those are something that really encourages the people to do better. And I like how you really showed What are the things, in what way can you improve? Use more gestures, it will spice up your speech. So how you even show examples as well, so that's good. As for a point of recommendation, sometimes when you're sharing your suggestions, share a reason why you would want to do it. For example, when you suggest to Wei Xiang, try to slow down because you are going a bit fast. You shared how he can do it by using pauses. But maybe, and also you can think of a way to give why should he do it. Add on the point, for example, if you were to slow down a bit, you will allow time for the audience to absorb your story. Take in the story, then after that, you can take a pause, then continue. So this way they can follow your story better and they'll be able to remember what you shared better as well. That is an example. Overall, you gave an encouraging and comprehensive evaluation. Very good job, especially since you are evaluating 7 speakers as well. Suggestion is to think of a reason why when you're giving an improvement point. In that way, you can give them how and also why they should do it so that you understand more on how they can improve better. After that, we have the grammarian. Zhe Xi, your grammarian report was very concise and very clear. You showed that you were really listening, and you also provided very good suggestions on what are the better suggestions and alternatives of all the usage. No point of improvement for you. I think you did a very good job with the grammarian report. It's one of the harder, personally, I feel it's one of the harder roles to take because it can be quite intimidating. A lot of times people will think, oh, my English is not good enough. I don't want to do it. However, actually, it's more of the language. It's also part of listening. Yeah, you listen, and also it can slowly help you to grow in your own language as well. You may not know as well as others. However, as you continue practice what you know, you will also get better as yourself. So I really urge everyone to give Grammarian a try as well. Good job, Zhe Xi, for your report. Next, we have the R counter, Linisha. I commend you as well. You really caught everything through the entire meeting, and today we had a lot of speakers too. You gave us a very detailed report, and what I liked was you even ended it with sharing the total fillers used on today, contributed by everyone to exactly 100. That's something I can think of adding into my own meeting someday. Otherwise, I would say it's a good job. You gave a very detailed report, and you really showed you have actively listening the entire time. I hope you were enjoying the speeches at the same time. Otherwise, it was a good one. And now finally, timer. I liked how you went into your introduction of your report. You shared about when did you use your timing. When you emphasize on shining red, this is 30 seconds to wrap up. And then what I liked is that you kept track of the live timing for the TME and also myself through the entire session. That's not easy to do. So this one, I really commend you for that because I will lose track most of the time when I'm doing timer. As for a point of recommendation, I will say you may have used a lot more time in your report because you were introducing about the demo. Think of when you're introducing your timer role in the beginning, demo the background then, or demo your cards then, so that it's easier for you to tell them, when I show you this, 30 seconds, this is how much time you have. So this way, it saves you the time, and also it helps everyone else understand, this is how much time we have. So that is just what I would share for you in terms of recommendation. Good job with your report, and keep tracking. And then try to show what you wanted to show in the very beginning during your timer introduction. And that is overall all of my report for today. Thank you very much for having me as the general evaluator. It's really enjoyable for me to be here today. And yes, I would love to come again next time. Hopefully physical. I will hand it back to Toastmaster of the evening, I believe.
Yes, that is correct. Thank you very much, GE, for your very detailed, very stellar report for all of us. I hope everyone, including myself, can actually learn a thing or two, take into the considerations of ways of improvement so we can be better in the future. Now, we shall move on to the award ceremony. First of all, I would like back the GE. We want to give him a certificate of appreciation for the GE. Yes. Shin Yin, can you take a picture? Thank you,
Yeah,
GE
a
Bernard,
moment,
for
please.
coming and being our general evaluator for today's meeting. Okay. Countdown whenever you're ready.
Okay. So, 3, 2, 1, smile. 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, thank you.
Okay, that's nice. Right, thank you, GE. Next, moving on to the best table topic speaker. Who shall it be? There was a lot of speakers tonight, so the contest must be really, really hard. Shall we have a little drum roll moment? For the best table topic speaker goes to... Shall we move on? Wei Xiang and another table topic speaker because there was a tie. Who is the other one? Hakim. Oh my god. Congrats both of you guys for being best table topic speakers for tonight's meeting. Alright, picture. I think we take picture first for Wei Xiang. Yes, okay, nice. Wei Xiang, smile.
So, 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, thank you.
Okay, nice. Next is Hakim. Right, yes. Okay, Hakim, congrats. One best table topic speaker. Good job, good job.
Thank you, Nina.
Guys, that's my mentee right there. Good job.
Okay, so I'll take picture in 3, 2, 1, smile. 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay.
Okay, congratulations. And with that, I shall now pass my job back to the president to give her closing address. Back to you, Toastmaster Harshini.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Evening, Toastmaster Nina. Once again, I would like to thank everyone who joined tonight's meeting, from our guests to Toastmaster members, especially our external players, Toastmaster Bernard for being an excellent GE, and also Toastmaster Wei Xiang from Taylors for being our speech evaluator for Toastmaster Lievaashini as well. Now, we are going a few minutes of schedule late, so I'll try to wrap this up. It was definitely a stellar meeting, and I love the energy, and also I love how many volunteers there were. So just a quick airtime for UM Toastmasters Club. Our upcoming meetings are on 17 November, 1st of December, and 8th December, and all 3 meetings will be held physically. Also, a reminder, we'll be having our speech contest for University Malaya Toastmasters Club on the 7th of December. So if you're interested to participate as a contestant for speech contest or as an evaluator or both, feel free to sign up. And the sign up link is in our group. Also, for anyone else, do you guys want to have airtime as well?
Yes, I want to have an airtime. Just okay. So my name is Meng, and it's been an honor to be the contest chair for this year's UM International Speech and Evaluation Contest. And right now we are looking for more contestants. International speech, a 5 to 7 minute speech, which requires you to be level 2 first, and evaluation speech contest, which is what you heard our evaluator Wei Xiang 2 to 3 minute speech, or evaluating our newcomer Toastmaster. I have to remember her name, Lievaashini. So this is 2 to 3 minute speech. After listening to the speech of a speaker, then you are given the time for you to evaluate for 2 to 3 minutes. So we are looking for contestants, both of them, international speech, 5 to 7 minute speech, and evaluation speech, 2 to 3 minute speech. And one more thing, I'm looking for volunteers to be role players for upcoming contests, 7th of December 2025, which are the following: Contest Toastmaster, aka the MCs of the contest. Okay, and also the Sergeant at Arms, which are the ones who are making sure our contests are going smooth and sound. So for those who are interested, you can join us. Even you're new, go ahead. You go and try. Never try, but never know. Like the table topic speaker Wei Xiang once said, you have to gonna try. I think I wrote it down somewhere. They say something interesting is that, yeah, be your own star. So you have a chance to be your own star as a contestant or to be a role player as well. I will share the link here for you guys to fill, yeah? Is that all right? I share the link here. Oh, shit. Oops. Here's the link. Thank you so much for listening to me and giving me an airtime, Toastmaster Harshini. And back to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Meng. And we have request from Dr. Alvin for giving Dr. Lim Tian Hong a few words. Yes. Yeah. Dr. Lim Tian Hong.
I don't know whether Lim is there or not, Harshini. Is Lim there?
I don't think so. Oh, no, he's there.
I think, yeah, he's on.
Hello?
Carry on, Dr. Lim, carry on. Carry on, Dr. Lim. Dr. Lim, please carry on. Carry on, make your speech a few words. Dr. Lim? Dr. Lim, can you hear me? Your phone is not on.
Dr. Alvin?
Yeah. It's okay. I
Can you hear
don't
my
think so.
voice now?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Lim.
Okay, I'm Lim Tian Hong, also one of the alumni for University of Malaya. Currently, actually, I'm served as in Malaysia Association for the Blind as the manager of the strategy and placement. Now, I'm trying to establish chapter Toastmaster for the Malaysia Association for the Blind, and that is the purpose today I be here to looking for help for all the Toastmaster who are willing to help Malaysia Association for the Blind to set up their own chapter. Hello?
Lim, is that all, Lim?
Can you hear my voice?
Yes, we can hear you, doctor.
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you, doctor.
Hello?
Hello, doctor, we can hear you.
Hello?
Can hear, Lim. Can hear you.
Oh, sorry, yeah, because I think it's my speaker problem.
Okay.
Yes.
We all can hear you.
Okay, but I can't hear you all. Your voice sounds very soft, but it's okay.
So anything else, Lim? Anything else?
I think that's all.
Okay. Harshini, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Amin and also Dr. Lim Tian. Also, thanks for explaining and joining us for the meeting tonight.